semester they call it foundation. In government, in IPTA they call it asasi. That's the difference. It's still like SPM subjects, except that you study in a modular form. So SPM, you start in this year and your exam is next year end, 2 years program. But asasi means you study for that semester, 3-4 subjects, and you take the exam. You have a 1 month break. You go to the next semester, study another 4 subjects, take another exam. You clear both, you go to your degree. Simple as that. At the moment in IPTA it's in English. But it depends on the lecturer. What is the rule may not be necessarily true. Okay. That's the thing. But generally the lecturers speak English.
That's all science subjects are in one last group.
Then we have another sector.
Science subject.
Not necessarily. There's also asasi for like we have asasi for management. That means those who are students, they also can go. There's a few types of the asasi. It depends. Basically, it's like preparing you for the degree program. So they won't have many subjects. If you're management, you have 3 subjects. If you're management, a different subject. Law, there's another subject. So it's like preparing for the degree program. So coming back to the basic thing, if you're going to go to IPTA, it's either the asasi, it goes to university, or you apply for a diploma in the rest of the universities. Okay, from Unimas, UPM, and so on. There are a variety of diploma programs covering all kinds of courses. Okay. Then the question arises: university also got diploma program, but the polytechnic also have diploma program. Why do we have 2 groups of diploma programs? Right, you go to university, there's diploma in accounting. You go to polytechnic, there's also diploma in accounting. See, there's a difference. Okay. In university, it's more on a research or academic-based delivery. That means the lecturer will deliver a lecture. You have some assignment, some project, and so on. But it's basically a theoretical program in the university. It's not much of a hands-on. Okay, until you progress later. But in a polytechnic, it's much of a hands-on. That means you do a lot of assignment, a lot of work. So the accounting diploma from the polytechnic can easily go to work. Because they do a lot of practical things which supposed to do a lot of practical things which that applies in the real world. Whereas for the diploma in accounting in IPTA, they do a lot of those academic work which prepare them to do a degree actually. That's the next step for the degree. So there's 2 types. But it doesn't mean that from the polytechnic, if you do a diploma, you cannot do a degree. You can. There's always a way. Okay, you can apply back to the IPTA to do a diploma. That's why you have diploma in 2 places. And that's why we call it technical and vocational institutes. Polytechnic, Institute Latihan Perindustrian, Institute Kemahiran Belia, College Community, they all offer this kind of more skill-based training. So skill-based, I'm sure you read the newspapers, there are a variety of skill-based training from fixing the aircon, maintaining cars, bakery, cooking, tourism. So it covers again a variety of the industry. And if you do a program in the Polytechnic or vocational institute, you start from certificate or diploma, you can still proceed to a degree in the IPTA. You just have to apply like any other student to the IPTA when you finish your program. But it doesn't mean if you apply, you will get. There's always competition. That's what we tend to forget. We think that, oh, we have done this, sure, I will get a place. The surety is not that. Okay, it's not that. Same, if you do a diploma in the university, your result is below the cut-off point that they require, you will not get a place. You will not get a place in the degree. That's a basic rule. So you have to do well. So basically, that is the government institution which is under the Ministry of Higher Education, IPTAs, Polytechnic, and all the institutions. Okay. Who can apply to them? Generally, if you want to do a SASI, the minimum you need is 5 credits. We're talking about minimum, right? We have 550,000 SPM viewers, right? 550,000 SPM viewers, a lot. And majority of them fulfill that minimum. So again, nobody says you will get a place in the university because the competition is much more. The places are very limited, around 37,000, about that only. For SPM viewers, the rest is for SPM and matriculati. So the total place in the university is about 80,000 places per year. Again, you have to exclude UITM because we can't go there. So you have not much choices. Okay. So that's the idea for the entry. For poly, usually we are looking at 3As, 4As, 5As. You can apply for polytechnic and below. Again, the minimum requirement for a polytechnic, say 3 credits, 5 credits. But again, that is the minimum. So if you are qualified to apply for a polytechnic, and you are also qualified to apply for IPTA, just apply both. Okay, just apply both. You have option. Okay, but remember, the things that you learn may not be very same. Some is more on the classroom kind of thing, the other one more on hands-on. Okay. If you are having below than 5 credits, then it is strongly advised that you go to the ILBs, Institute Latihan Perindustrian, or you go to the college community and so on. Below, 3 credits and below. Okay, so basically this is the general guideline for IPTA and polytechnic. The next option which the government provides is SPM and matriculation. Okay? Matriculation, unfortunately, you're supposed to apply while you are in school, which is last year August. Okay, so did anybody apply? Okay, not bad, cool. Because this use sometimes it depends on the school. They have to inform. If they don't inform, the students also don't know, then it's very difficult. So you can't apply matriculation now. It's when the school is ongoing, and the result will be coming out by April. Okay, what is matriculation? It's another way to enter the university. Okay, 10% of the places is allocated for the non-Bumi Putra, meaning the Malay, the Indian, the Chinese, and others like they will come under this quota. Only 10%. And matriculation doesn't mean that they will pick the best students. It's not meant for that purpose. If you are from a rural area, you get 4 A's, 5 A's, you may get a place in matriculation. Compared to a person from Bandar Utama or USA get 10 A's, may not get it. Because their focus is not to get the best students. It's to give help to the students who may deserve it, but because of their environment, they can't really score well for that purpose. So we must be careful. Matriculation objective is different, not same. Okay. So matriculation, what will happen is that the Ministry of Education will send you a letter saying you got a place, so you go to the hostel, you study for, there's 2 types. There's one matriculation which is 1 year, there's another matriculation which is a 2-year program. Depending on the result, depending on your subjects and so on, they will split. So after matriculation, just like the rest of the students, they have to apply through the UPU to the university. And again, it's not guaranteed. There's no such thing as a guaranteed place. After matriculation, still have to apply through the same form by the PSNP number, apply to the university. Same. And if you get 4 flat in matriculation, the chance of entering medic a bit higher. A bit higher, that's all. Nobody says guarantee can get. No such thing as guarantee. A bit higher. Okay? A bit higher. So if you get 3.7 above, and usually the non-Bumi Putra students do very well. Because matric is just like foundation. You take a subject, you study, you finish the semester, you go to the next subject. So it's easy to do well. Your competitors, your friends, all will do well. All are talking about 3.5 and above. So the competition is tough. And you have to apply for the university also, no difference. Okay? Just that the subjects are much more easier to study. So other than matriculasi, if you didn't apply, then we don't talk about that. We go to STPM. STPM will start somewhere around June, okay, for this year. You take the exam next year. STPM depends on the subject that you choose, what stream you want to study. You need to get a minimum of 3 C's in STPM. Okay, where you calculate the CGPA to be 2.00. That is the minimum requirement to enter a university, a government university. Most of the private sector also follow this rule. Okay, they say, okay, you need minimum 3 credits, 3 C's to enter a program, a degree program after STPM. Most, we talk about UTA or Monash or Taylor, all the same. Except some colleges a bit lenient, they say 2 C is enough. It depends on the program. If engineering 2 C is forget it. There's no way of doing it. Okay, so for some simpler programs, they may accept 2 C. And out of these 3 C, pengajian am must get C, minimum. Okay, it's a compulsory subject. You fail it, forget it, no point. Okay, sounds very bad. Okay, no, but that's the reality. No point we talk about very ideal cases. We have to talk about the reality. Okay, so that we are not misled. People will tell us many things, but make sure we are correct. If you have 3 C, you can enter to a university program. Again, it is an application. STPM students, there will be about 55 students who got the result this year. 55,000 students who took STPM last year got the result this year. Okay, university places is about 37,000 places. University places, okay, for this year. So it means not all of them will get. Okay, because you have to compete with matriculation, you have to compete with the diploma student in IPTA, diploma student in the poly, diploma student from the private sector. The competition is a lot. So you have to go and compete to enter the university. But why do some people take STPM? There is 1 or 2 advantages. Number 1 is the cheapest pre-U education available. Cheapest. Okay, you take for 2 years with tuition, you buy vitamin for your kids and all, everything also lah. Okay, maybe won't cost 5,000-6,000 for the 2 years. That's all. Okay. If you take A levels or foundation, the cheapest I think foundation is about 7,500. Around that, 7,300 around that. UTAR is one of the cheapest. Park College, SAE. I'm not promoting them, I'm just telling. Okay, please bear in mind, there's no promotion of anything. necessarily that the price will be like that. A levels between 12 to 15K, the price A levels. Okay. The cheapest SPM. So if you think that I'm not sure what I want to do, I feel that I can take my time to study. I don't want to rush do A levels. I do SPM because the minimum you need is 3C. Unless you want to do medic in government university, then you need 4A. 4A and 3C got big difference, right? So you have to fix your mind. What is it you want to do? Another good thing about SPM is that many universities all over the world accept SPM. Okay? That means you don't necessarily focus on Malaysia. You can study wherever you like, provided maybe you get a scholarship, your parents can afford it. But remember, anywhere in the world, you can go to India, go to China, doesn't matter what. Right? Nobody say must go to US or UK only. Find a place that maybe the education is affordable. Okay? But if you want to go overseas, you must make sure your SPM is minimum 3B. 3B, the minimum. Okay, because some of the reputable universities, they will not accept they get C. What's the point, right? So they have to take care of the reputation. So the minimum you should get is 3B. So you have to ask yourself, if you're going to do SPM, where do you want to study? What do you want to study? What is your aim? Are you looking for a cheap 3U program, get a minimum result and go to private college? Then SPM is a good choice. You just waste the money. Not to say waste, it takes an extra 6 months. But it's cheap for the money. The money I spend for the A level, I can use it, save it, to put it into the first degree program. Right? That's one option. Some people think like that, so it's an option. Okay, remember, it's always options. Nobody say must. So, IPTA, Polytechnic, SPM, matriculation. The third option which government offers is through some of the ministries which have their own training institute. For example, Ministry of Health, Kementerian Kesihatan. They offer diploma programs which is open since last Thursday. You have to, your kids will know, go to www.spa.gov.my. Okay, it's the Suruhanjaya Perkhidmatan Awam, SPA. Not JPA, SPA. You go there, you apply for diploma programs related to medicine. Not doctors, it's about nursing, lab technologies, paramedic, physiotherapy. There's around 7 items. Which you apply, the intake will be in July. The form is there, you just have to fill up and apply. Okay, after you graduate, you'll be bonded, work with the government. I think it's 3 years if I'm not mistaken. That is one that Ministry of Health provides. It's not in the UPU. Okay, it's not in the UPU. Okay, so that is another option. Okay. Are you okay so much? So there's one option. Okay. We are also looking at another program which maybe those outgoing people will be interested. Okay. It's known as, have anybody heard about ALAM? A-L-A-M. Yes. Okay, ALAM is Academy Laut Malaysia. So Laut means outgoing lah, you mean the ship. Not a pilot, ship. Okay. So they offer 2 diplomas. It's also open, alam.edu.my. Okay. Again, it's not related to the UPU. It is about marine engineering and nautical studies. So if you're the person who won't vomit when you go to the ship, then you can look about this course. Okay, I'll talk about this also later. Okay, so this is a program which separate from the UPU application. And again, if you go to these programs, the sponsors will be from those shipping companies all over the world, MISC and so on. They will sponsor you, so you'll be bonded for 3 years or 5 years. Most of the students don't need to pay. Okay, all my talking is the one that will be sponsored. Okay, will be covered. Okay. So these are the few options which is available. Okay, so this is what we talk about when we focus on government-related education. Any questions? Just please ask whatever crosses your mind. Okay, don't wait to the end. Anything? Can I go to the next? Okay, the next topic is about professional certification. Professional certification